Child, we done made the headlines again, child. We done made the headlines, honey. And my thing is, child, apparently Conscious TV is amping it back up for Christmas again. Y'all remember what was it like a year ago? It was Tasha K, Armand, Wiley, Chelsea, Vaughn, and all of them on that situation. Girl, I'm like, girl, are they trying to do it again? Like, I'm not really, to be honest with y'all, I just really just want to come on here and really have a good time. Really, I do. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, girl, girl. Yes. I just like to come on here and have a good time. Tomorrow I'll be hosting. Do you like my nails? Listen, I want you to know if you can get into what this nails mean. Okay, Pink Friday, two. You get it? Pink Friday, and it's two nails. Get into it. I know. But listen here, it's happy. It's a pink situation. It's a pink situation. You know what I mean? It's a whole pink situation. And I got to give credit to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has gotten me through. I got to give credit to Beyonce and T.S. Madison. Those girls have gotten me through. You don't even understand. Like, girl, I'm in pain right now, but girl, I'm not going to show anything. You know, I just got to keep my eye on the prize. You know what I'm saying? But girl, we made the headlines, and I was like, ma'am, and I was over at Conscious TV because, they were talking about Carlton Pearson, and you guys know that Carlton Pearson is one of our community leaders. And, we're still grieving here, we're still grieving while he's still, making his rounds, having his services and things like that. So we're still grieving. And only thing I was just saying is, can y'all respect, you know, our community leader first and foremost, and let's let that man rest in peace. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's let him rest in peace. Hmm. Yeah, it was becoming a lot. Yeah, it was becoming a lot. And so I went over to Thais' page and chat. I was just, before all that, I was over there and I was watching him and he was like, well, I'm about to go over here and watch this. And I was like, okay, well, let me get on over here and watch it. And girl, it was just too much going on. I just wish that people can just get along. I really wish that they could. I really wish that they could just put their differences aside and just really move on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So apparently, there's just a lot of he say, she say going on in these streets, and it's a lot of adults. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am just relaxing, to be honest. And I always try to go around and do my community service, don't be a part of the mess, give up, be a part of the solution, Hey Norris Tony, how are you doing? Agree. We all going through a lot. Yeah. Like, we have our own stuff. Why would you want to make it hard for somebody else? Like, that's just, that's just pure. I don't know what you call it. It's just, it's a shame. That's what we can say. It's a shame. Such a shame. Such a shame. So, how are you guys? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna create an Amazon wish list in case anybody wants to get the queen some gifts or whatever, royalties. Yes, I'm gonna make I do know what I want to poll. So that would really make my my Christmas a poll. I'm gonna put everything on that list, okay? Yes, insanity. Oh yes, there it is. Insanity. Whew, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh, jeez. You know, I don't know. It's different. It's like when you talk about, people be making fun of mental health. I don't know who's got mental health. I don't think that it's funny to make fun of somebody's mental health. A lot of people, a lot of them, they be trying to get a kiki up out of it. You know, absolutely, girl. Yes, girlfriend. And actually, let me go ahead and throw this in there. If you guys go out and you see me, see something that you think I might like, you can don't hesitate to pick it up. Do not hesitate to pick it up, and you can send it right onto the PO box. You sure can. Yes, you can. Absolutely. It's a royal situation. Oh no, listen here. By you showing up, liking, being subscribed, all that counts. You know, but I'm just saying, if your budget happens to, catch a sale, don't hesitate, you know. And we're definitely gonna pray for you and keep you lifted up in prayer. She said with your kidney stones. Are you taking proper precautions? Are you going to the doctor? Are you handling that situation? Girl, I'm loving my nails. I'm really loving my nails. Girl, they put me up in those headlines tonight. I was like, girl, what did I do? And the spirit led me right on over there. Right when I got over there, they was child. Yes, honey. Thanks for understanding and for prayers. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We have to have understanding. Life isn't always about the monetary, I'm in this, I'm in this because I love it. You like my nails? You like my nails? You get it? Pink Friday too. Pink Friday too, girl. Yes, that's the Pink Friday too nail set. Get into it. Get you a piece. Nails coming soon. Nails coming soon. Nails coming soon. Just out the hospital, have to follow up with my doctor. Make sure you do your follow up and make sure you are taking your meds and make sure, you are following the doctor's orders. If not, nothing else, baby. You hear me? And guess what? You've made it this far. You keep going and everything is going to work itself out. Hi, mama. We made the headlines, girl. You want to go in, you're going to want to go in and then you're going to want to come right back out. Do you want to go in? Okay. Let me let you in the house. You want to go in the house? You go in the house? No. Oh, you want to get up here? Okay. She want to get on live. Okay, she want to get on live. You on live now, sis? No, sit on down before you knock the camera down. You on live. You wanted to be there. You on live. Talk to the people. Talk to the people. You see 'em? I think it's like 5 or 6 people in here. Mhm. It's baby show. Mhm. It's her show, honey. I'm just here. Okay, it's her world. We just living in it. Okay. Okay, girlfriend. Look, I mean, this is her show. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. This is her show, honey. I don't have any say so. So, the show just got hacked. Uh-huh. The show has been hacked, honey. Yeah, my show is happy. Give me 1 second. Yes, honey, you know we always make it in the house. No, mama. Okay, girls. So I was over. I was watching East report. I'm sharing it live on my community wall like a few times before, right? Here, mama, come on over here and eat. You know, come on. Yeah, I should see how like she was over there for that food. I just warmed it up for her. Girl, the chicken just got some warm food. Okay, get into it. But anywho, yeah, child, I was over there and I was just, I was minding my business because like this is what I do on YouTube. If I'm not live or something like that, or if it's just I don't feel like going live where it's just, whatever, whatever. I like to go and watch certain people. And so I like to watch Thais. And when I go over there, I like to just, just be chilling and laughing and stuff, right? And then some of the stuff it'd be educational. It just depends on what day you go and what he's talking about, right? I don't really watch Conscious anymore. Conscious, I was like, this was, I guess, like, was I? No, I think this was like in 2020. I don't know what year did I discover him, but I used to be over there on that panel and stuff. And then I just kind of branched off because, um, his mentor was like taking up majority of his time. So I just moved on. But one thing I can say is like when Conscious did cover the Tasha K, the Chelsea, the Von Ray, and my story, he interviewed me and then he also compensated me. So I think I did I honored him this year. So I'm not saying that he's a bad person, but like when I look at these other content creators, it's the Jives person. Jives, he makes me feel a certain type of way. His vibe, I just, I don't know. It's just something about that man. It's just, no, ma'am. I'm not feeling it. I don't feel him. I don't, ugh, girl. It's just, it's heavy. It's the energy that man have on him. No, ma'am. I just, mm-mm. But my thing is, you guys are sitting out here discussing Carlton Pearson, and this man haven't even rest. Like, yeah, he can't even rest in peace. I mean, y'all go on and on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. It's like, when is it going to stop? When is it gonna stop? When are y'all just gonna let it go? You know? It's like, when are you gonna just let it go? The people they just love that. Some people they just love confusions. Cause it was the other day. Okay, I don't know if you guys know about the TD Jakes. The TD Jakes daughter allegedly took Michelle Lau's son and is keeping the son away from the mother. And it's like Jives was interviewing her and he was making all these demonic faces while he was doing an interview. It was just like he was possessed or something. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say. That's exactly what I wanted to say. That man was looking all possessed and he was jerking and moving around. I'm like, why is he doing all that? Yeah, people rest in peace. But I was just like, why was he doing all that? I mean, he was jerking and doing his face and bucking his eyes and looking photos up. And it was doing too much. And it's just like, some people, they give the community a bad look. You know what I'm saying? They just do. Some people will give the community a bad look. And it's like, and then he sits up there and brag about, oh, I'm a pastor and my daddy was a pastor and this, that, and the third. Like, girl, that is nothing to, girl, girl, what are you doing I mean, what are you doing right now? Like, you had no compassion for that woman that was on your show that had lost her son. It was weird. It was weird. Hold on, let me look her name up. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so peep this out. Let me see. Okay, here, I'm gonna let you guys listen. Okay. Y'all, 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 this girl. We'll come back later. I'm sick of poor big fat matches. We're gonna come back just a few. Bring Jason home. Come back. We're gonna come back. We're gonna end this live. We're gonna end this live. We're gonna end this live. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this goddamn live. Bring Jason home. All right, you guys were able to see that particular live. You hear Michelle in the background crying, devastated, like, I didn't get it or whatever. So, girl, it's more out there. It is more out there. Okay, let me see. Give me one more second. Okay, so here it is right here. So this is an interview with Michelle. Child, it's a lot going on, but we just gonna cover hot topics, okay?
So let me ask you this. You mentioned postpartum depression. I've never been pregnant before. My chat is fully aware that I cannot have children. But explain to me what postpartum is and if you suffered it with any of your other children. Was that something that you was a part of your other pregnancies, or was it like an isolated event? You there, Michelle? I'm there. I'm thinking. Okay, I just want to make sure that you didn't freeze. That's all. I'm thinking about each pregnancy I carried. And when I think about it, I have to think about my actions that were going on during that time after having them. Identify what I know to be postpartum depression, because I didn't know what postpartum depression was until after I had Jason. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't have any clue, any inkling, any idea. I didn't know the symptoms of it. I didn't find any of that out until after I had Jason, after Corey told the nurse that I was dealing with, and after they gave me this red piece of paper that I had to, it was basically like a quiz to let them know if I was dealing with postpartum depression or not. Okay. And yeah, so I take your time. There's no rush. I was 17 when I had Anaya. So I really wasn't like, I don't know, 17, you really don't know anything about postpartumness. Right. You don't really fully understand that you've had a child. So maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I wouldn't have known. Yeah. With Jaden, I was fine. I believe I was fine. I was emotional during the pregnancy because his father and I had broke up, but I wasn't sad and depressed. It wasn't a bad stage in my life. I had him. It wasn't a bad stage in my life. After I had Creed, I believe I probably had postpartum with Creed. To the third child. Because that's when my life started to turn. So if I could identify how far back probably even just my depression went, it's probably when I was pregnant. So let me tell y'all something. I don't think I even shared this before. I found out that I was pregnant with Creed when I went to jail. When I was sentenced to serve 75 days in jail, but I only did 3 weeks because I went in there and worked. I went in there. I went in there and got 3 days for one because jail no, but that's right. But I found out I was pregnant with Creed when I was in jail. So imagine that. Imagine being, I don't know how old I was, 23, 24 maybe. Pregnant in jail, finding out in jail, leaving jail, once I got out and served my time, leaving jail to come home, not even to your own space, not even to your own home, not even to, you come home living with your baby daddy's mama. Because the baby daddy, instead of taking care of, I'm not even going to go there. Take your time. Okay. These are the events that happen in your life. I was working at Fortune 500 companies, but because I wouldn't, in essence, snitch on an employee or anybody, I ended up going to jail, serving 75 days, finding out I was pregnant, coming out to nothing. But when I went to jail, I had my own place. Oh, wow. I had my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. And from there, when my life started to change, where I no longer could get good quality jobs because now I have a background. Now I'm a That's something Courtney knew too. That's something that I told her too of my strife. So, right, to try to get, especially from my upbringing, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My mom struggled to take care of us. I'm trying to do the best that she can.
Yeah.
I remember days where I had to wash my clothes out in the sink and hang them over the shower rod to dry. You know what I mean? So to work my ass off. When I became an adult, to get to that place, and then it's just everything is gone.
Right.
Everything is gone. You know, and I think I carried that even through pre-pregnancy. I never fully recovered from that until about four years ago.
Wow. How old is Cree?
Well, I say not 4. I'm on it. Hold on.
Take your time. Now hold on for a second. You know she's still a mama child. She has to make sure that she takes care of the children. I'll give her a few minutes. But isn't this amazing? In this statement right here that Cree reveals that the strength of this lady is so true. Now, people can give you a moment, but I was just reading the statement. And she said, oh, wow, the strength of this lady. I told you, they ride for you over here. But go ahead, you continue.
So I built myself up in that was saying, and I went through that with Cree. That's when, you know, Cree's pregnancy, I believe that's when depression hit me. If I could, cause you know, when you go to therapy and you talk to people, they can identify where things started for you. You know.
Yeah.
So I feel like I had been in a depressive state of mind since 2012.
Was that when Cree was born? Around 2012?
13. I was 14. You see what I'm saying? And 26. Like, it was all combined together. I wasn't catching a break. I wasn't breathing. I don't think people really understand how much it affects you when you have something on your record. And go back and do that all again, I would have never did that. When people try to say, oh, she just blame me, don't take accountability. No, I take accountability for what led me to the point where I was at. But I would never take accountability for somebody taking advantage of me and manipulating me.
Right. I want to make sure that they hear you. You're kind of going in and out just a little bit, so I want to make sure they can hear you clear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And I think that's where the depression started, where it carried through. So I suffered from postpartum depression after Cree, and it went right back into depression. Like, I don't think it ever left.
So you think that after Cree carried on to you?
I was in survival mode.
Yeah. I can imagine they're only about 2 years apart, right? So
8 or 10 months apart.
Wow. So you didn't catch a break at all.
No.
So what about, because Jason is the 4th child, so what about, did it carry over into your 5th child as well? Or do you think that you went through therapy and had a handle on it at that time?
Damn therapy. Cora was being my therapist.
Well, I didn't hear that when you were on another platform. I think she went out. Okay, there you go. Okay, I do remember you saying that.
Cora was being my child, and that was the problem. Because if I would have got the help that I needed mentally first, everything else would have aligned for me.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that after I think you went on another platform when we were talking about the conflict of interest, you know what I'm saying? And that, you know, HIPAA policies were not in place because she's not licensed, things of that nature. Also, your moderator, Yobi's in the building. Hey, Yobi and Sergeant King. But, yeah, she wasn't licensed, and you really shouldn't have not been counseling anybody, especially if you're dealing with postpartum depression. But I mean, you were under duress, so how would you know? You know, you're just trying to confide in a friend, thinking you're doing the right thing, and she's taking it and using it against you. So
I am vulnerable. I'm not necessarily in my right mind. I couldn't tell you if I was coming or going. I was just trying to survive. I didn't have a clear vision. I didn't have eyesight. I didn't have a clear mind for years. This wasn't something that just happened overnight. This was a continuous years of being in survival mode. When I spent years of working and being at a certain level, when When I was 21 years old, I was making $27.50 an hour at 21. That was 2011. That's what people are making now, starting off jobs in 2023.
Right.
That was detrimental to my mind, which led into everything else.
Yeah. I can imagine. And then you have children, so it's like, a lot of times, I'm not a mother. Do you have kids?
Then my daddy ain't, like, come on, it was just too, I'm sorry, it was just too much. It was too much I was dealing with.
Yeah.
And it took a toll on me.
I can imagine. So let's talk a little. And so you put together a party, which he was not able to attend, unfortunately. We came live that Saturday because I didn't find out until the next morning. And then by that Sunday, you were able to go and spend time, although not at the party that you had created, God still made a way for you to see him. Can you tell us a little bit about that time when you went to see him? I know you talked about it a little bit on your channel, but if you could just let us know, like, what that felt like for you to see him after so long, and how was he with you?
It felt so, I'm gonna be honest, it felt so freeing, but yet captive.
Yeah.
It's like a double-sided sword. It felt okay because in my mind, I know I'm still in a fight.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to go in with my guards up because of what I was entering.
Yeah.
So seeing him, if I removed all of those emotions and all of that part, being able to see him as I did on his birthday, on the day that I actually had him,
mm-hmm.
It felt so good, All I could do is hug him.
Yeah, she said that to someone too.
I was pregnant. My daughter has never had a boyfriend. My daughter says, Mama, they annoying when they get on my nerves or say something I don't like, I block them. She doesn't even give it the time of day. And I just remember when I was pregnant with her, I prayed a prayer and I said, Lord, I just want to break this generational curse on my family with my children.
Yeah.
With my child. My mama was 16 when she had my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And Anaya had superseded all she, not even just the whole keeping her up and not a teen pregnancy, just everything.
Yeah.
And that's a testament to my motherhood. That's a testament to the guidance and leadership under my household. Yes, I had help. Yes, I had a village.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the head.
Absolutely.
And even my other children, my Cree is a 10-year-old through and through. She's not a 10-year-old trying to be fast.
Right.
13 and 16. She has her friends that's in her age group. She loves everything girly. Everything is girly. Jaden, in true fashion, is his father's child. But even with being his father's child, he is an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Liam is a 7-year-old child. He don't care nothing about nothing but football and making good grades. Because he's got to make good grades. My children are a true testament to the prayer that I prayed. Because I didn't know anything about motherhood. God had to show me and walk with me.
That's right.
So that's a lot of part of the reason why I have a lot of agony and pain as well. Because I know I'm not a manipulator. I know I'm not a liar. I know I'm going to be honest with my child and for my child to be in that type of... It might be a comparison, but this is real life going on. This is typically going on since May 18th of 2022. Come on now, this is what's going on. And I'm a little aggressive right now. Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm just...
Oh, no, you're fine.
I am in a fight of my life, and I am in a fight for justice to rain down for what was done illegally to me. And my son is taken from not just me, but his siblings and his family.
Yeah.
And it's important. And I need help. because I can't do it on my own. It's an expensive fight because of who I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And I just refuse to have the same progress that I had in 2018, which was no progress.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we see the fight. Okay, you're not by yourself. We're gonna be praying for you. Again, I know people that are praying behind the scenes. And let me just say this to the
Something. Girls need love. Girls need love. Girls need love. Girls need love. So what's a girl to do? She needs love. Girls need love. Girls can't help if they want.